Okay, in this short video I'm going to explain how to configure an AcuVIM 2 from AcuEnergy into your Wattics analytics platform. First of all, let's have a look at this power meter. It's an AcuVIM 2 and has a TCP IP port in the back through another module called AcuVIM Web. Okay, these meters can be configured to push data directly into Wattics. Okay, so the first step in order for the data to be pushed correctly is to go on your dashboard. Go on and suppose that let's suppose that you want to add the meter in a new organization, a new site, and create a new meter called main supply. Okay, so what we do, we go to data. You should have this tab enabled called installations. Get in touch with us if you don't have it enabled. At this point in time, we need to create a new user. So maybe not. We just create. We want the site. We want the AcuVIM to be available in an existing user. For example, myself. We actually want a new organization. We call it test.org. We want a site name called company X. Country we can leave Ireland, and here the partner you will have your own partner. I can put Wattics here. You will have your own partners there to be selected, and the plan we can put the extra large plan, which probably is your plan. At this point, you can decide whether the meter is pre-configured to send data. So sometimes we or AcuEnergy pre-configure the AcuVIM to send data. If it's pre-configured, then it's fine. Then you don't have to do anything in the meter. Well, let's suppose that actually it's not pre-configured, so that we have to actually configure the meter ourselves. Okay, so we click no, and at this point in time here, we add the new meter. We add the AcuVIM 2 type of meter, and we put the MAC address. So I've here have a MAC address copied in a text file, which I'm gonna copy and paste here. I remove any space and I'll put lowercase and remove the hyphens and put it lowercase, and this is the good, and then here would be just B. Okay, so that's plain with no space and anything, and we call it here main supply. Right. So at this moment I submit the request. Okay, there is an error. The name has been already taken, so we can which name has been, that we can put actually test.org2 and company X and Y. Let's see if now it's better. Okay, the request has been sent and the customer will receive an email to get started. Good. So let's have a look at now our inbox, if we have received something. Yes, I have received 2 emails. Welcome to your dashboard is the first one. So if I click here, I have some setup instruction. I have the AcuVIM and the MAC address that I've just registered, and I have a post URL. Okay. Now this is quite important. At this point, we have to install the AcuVIM. Okay. Once the AcuVIM is installed, you can access the AcuVIM through your AcuVIM web server, and you should be able to see the web servers where you can actually paste this web collector URL, which allows the AcuVIM to push data to our Wattics backend. Okay, so you can find some information about that on our website. So if we go on wattics.com and we go on docs, you can search our knowledge base. You can put AcuVIM. Okay, there is how to connect your AcuEnergy AcuVIM 2 meters to Wattics. If you click here, there are step 1, step 2, and so on. Okay, install your meter. You need to read this because the network access to your meter is quite important. and this is your web server page. Okay, you need to log in with the default password, and here is the network setting. Make sure that the time zone is set correctly, and when you go to step 7, you need to configure the HTTP push functionality. So this is the post URL web collector that you have received by email, which you have to paste in this in here, and the meter ID. Now this is quite important. You need, as you can see here, this is the MAC address. Well, it's a different one than the one that we have, but you have to add acu underscore and then insert here the MAC address that you actually have registered before in the Wattics platform. Okay, so the meter ID to be put on the web server, the AcuEnergy web service, is acu underscore and then your MAC address. The HTTP post is 80, and so on. Make sure that everything else is done correctly. And once this is set up and you have set up your local time, the local time setting as well, then you submit, and the meter should return a success, and it will start posting data to Wattics. And at that point, if you wait 5 to 10 minutes, you should be able to see the point created. In fact, if we go to dash.wattics.com, we should be able to see the point that we just created, which is the test R2, company X and Y, main supply, and if you click here, then at some point you should start receiving data from your meter. Okay, and that's how you configure your meter. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video, and I wish you a great day.